Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is it clickbait or is it really how I feel? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a little Q&A moment. I haven't done a little Q&A moment in a second, and I just felt like doing a little Q&A moment. So we're going to do a little Q&A moment. When will I stop being a broken record? When will I stop being repetitive? When will I stop saying things over and over and over? Never. I went over on my Instagram at jessethereader if you want to follow me, asked you guys to submit questions, some fiery, burning questions that you have, and you guys delivered. Like, I've glanced at a few of the questions that have come through, and I feel burned. I feel the burn. I feel the scorch. Y'all came through with the heat. So we're going to dive into the heat today, even though it might be a little painful. I'm being very dramatic right now. Jesse, dramatic? Huh? Let's dive into it. What book made you want to sprinkle holy water in your eyes just because of how sinful it felt? Here's the thing. While I am in my romance era, I am now a romance reader. I took the pledge. I am a part of the club. I haven't read any that have had like super sexy times where I'm like, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Like, I haven't read anything that's been like hot and steamy and sweaty and like nail bitey, and a book that like I'm scared to read in public in fear of people seeing what I'm reading and giving me odd looks. Like, I haven't reached that territory yet, but I will let you know. I will keep you guys updated. I mean, if you guys have any recommendations for me, like, hit me up in the comments down below. I haven't gotten to that part in my romance reading era where I'm reading books that are like, whew, I'm gonna close you and set you aside for a second and take a breather. Like, I haven't reached that point yet, but I'm willing to get there. I'm willing to try. I'm pretty much an open book. I'm willing to try anything these days. Because if there's one thing that I've learned in the past few years, just because you think you hate a genre doesn't mean you actually hate the genre. You've just been reading bad books within that genre. Yes, this has been Wise Words with Jesse. I hope that I have filled your brain with wisdom. Your homework assignment is to read a book in a genre that you think you hate, and that will be due tomorrow, so get cracking. Are you upset with how the algorithm has been treating you on YouTube lately? Yes. To put it simply, yes. Here's the deal. I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. There was definitely a moment where I was like at my peak, and I definitely had a massive decline. I am now lucky if my videos hit 10,000 views. When I was getting like 30,000 views per video, that's also a time in my life when I was the unhappiest. I was overworking myself, and I also had to go on medication for anxiety. But then when I had to take a break in order to take care of myself and take care of my mental health, YouTube killed my channel. And honestly, it's embarrassing to post now because nobody watches, it feels like. Nobody cares, it feels like. No, I know people care. I know that there are a select few of you that care and tune in, and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And it's honestly been nice after I kind of got over the initial pain and insecurities that came with like that drop in views and that drop in analytics, because truthfully it's made me feel like nobody cares anymore and that I'm irrelevant and that I'm pretty much worthless, which is not true at all. I know it's not true, but that's the thing about social media, is that it makes it personal. It makes you feel worthless at times when people aren't watching or when people aren't tuning in. To have like, how many subscribers do I even have? I don't even know. Nearly 400,000 subscribers and not be hitting like at least 10,000 views a video. It hurts. It's embarrassing. It's like, why do you have a high subscriber count if you're not even getting people to watch your videos? I also want to note that I recognize the fact that people grow out of things, and that there probably is a lot of people that just like don't vibe with me anymore as a person, and that is a-okay. I can't blame people for that. I also have people that I used to follow and I grew out of, so I understand that being a thing as well. And also, like, my videos might not just be that great anymore. Ugh, I don't like that, but like, it could be true. I've been enjoying the videos that I've been making recently, but like, people might not just like what I make now, and that is okay. And that's something that I have to accept and be okay with, even though it hurts a little bit. So I had to kind of take a step back and remind myself like why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not here to be famous. I feel like it's really easy to kind of get caught up in views, in subscriber count, in comparing yourself to other people. I realize that all those things don't really matter, and those things don't bring me happiness. Like, what brings me happiness is, one, at the core of my channel is talking about books. Like, I love reading, I love talking about the books that I'm reading, and I love engaging with you guys, which leads me to number two. The other most important thing and the core of my channel are the people that watch my channel, aka you guys, who comment and engage. Like, I can't even explain how much that means to me and how important that is to me. So I've just had to kind of like go back to the core of my channel, and I had to remind myself like why I even started this and how it isn't about the view counts. It's not about the subscriber counts. Obviously obviously those things are nice, and I'm not gonna like be mad if my channel does a turnaround and I get more views and get more subscribers. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at that. Bring it on, baby. YouTube, you want to recommend me more? That'd be great. But at the end of the day, I'm here to talk about books, I'm here to support books, and I'm here to engage with you guys. That is the most important thing. That was a very long-winded answer, but I hope that that covered everything there. Do you own any books that you plan on not reading but are never getting rid of? Yes, there are so many special edition books that I have that I don't think that I will ever read. Like, I have a special edition of Six of Crows, I have a special edition of Crooked Kingdom. I will never read those books because I want to keep them in nice condition, which I know sounds so dumb, but call me Dumbo, okay? That's why I have multiple editions of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, okay? So that I can read specific editions of those books. But the special edition books are like artifacts, like a museum. My bookshelf is like a museum. Why am I talking in this accent? I couldn't tell you. Next bookshelf tour. See, here's the thing. I don't know when I'm going to do my next bookshelf tour because, like, I don't know if you guys want to just see my books in the current state that they are in. As you can see, they do not have their covers on them. They are nude. They are naked. They are in their birthday suits. And I feel like more times than not, people watch the bookshelf tours to see the pretty covers. And like, sure, I think that these books are beautiful in their natural state, but I don't know if a bookshelf tour would be interesting in the state that they are in. Let me know though, because I can deliver on that for sure. Which leads me to this question. Where do your hardcover jackets go when you display your books without them? They live in a cupboard under the stairs. They live in the dungeon under my house. I threw them all away. Not really. I just have them in these like plastic box container thingies. They're probably being damaged currently, but I don't know that I really care all that much. Like, I think that they're fine. We'll see how I feel when I eventually put the covers back on the books, because I think that at some point I will want to do that. Currently, I'm vibing out with like the nude books. Like, I think it's a vibe. I think it's a look. I think it's pretty unique and cool right now. And like, I just love looking at my bookshelves currently in the state that they are in. But yeah, I don't know that this is going to be forever. I don't think this is permanent. And I think that at some point I will want to put the covers back on. And when that happens, I feel like I might regret my decision to just store them in these plastic bins. But it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Only time will tell if I feel regretful. Spicy food, yes or no? Ooh, we are answering the hard-hitting questions today. Honestly, it depends on the day. It depends on my mood. It depends on if I want that fiery goodness sliding down my throat. I really gotta stop describing things in ways like that. But I do love some spice every now and then. Jesse, why haven't you read A Little Life? Very upsetting. I haven't read A Little Life, and I will not read A Little Life. I tried like 3 times, and I was never able to push myself through it. I ended up spoiling myself on the book, and you know what? I think I've made the right decision to not read that book. I am protecting my peace. I am protecting myself from the pain that that book delivers. I've never met somebody who has read A Little Life and is okay after. So like, I'm good over here. My life is fine without going through the pain that is that book. Y'all keep enjoying that pain. Y'all keep sitting with that pain. I'm gonna be over here protecting my peace. There are those of us who choose pain, and there are those of us who choose peace. I'm choosing peace. What would little Jesse think of your current self? I think little Jesse would be shocked. Little Jesse was the most shy person in the world. I'm still shy, but I have a lot more confidence now, and I think that that would be very surprising to me because I used to be the most self-conscious person in the world. I still have my moments where I am self-conscious, but I'm a lot more like sure of myself. I'm a lot more confident in conversations, and I can talk to people and not crumble, which I used to do. I used to crumble like crazy. It's really nice. I'm here for it. Have you ever faked your happiness? Ooh. This is an interesting question. I'm going to be honest though. Yes, I have. When it comes to my YouTube videos, I normally do not film unless I am feeling happy and positive. So I never fake happiness when I'm filming, but in real life, I do fake happiness sometimes because I am a people pleaser to a T. It's not something that I'm proud of, and I really need to work on it. I know. Guilty as charged. I need to work on it. I need to see a therapist about it because there is some unresolved trauma there. That is for sure. I really don't like conflict. I really like keeping the vibes good. I really am all about like just keeping things happy and fun. Is that a toxic positivity trait? Probably. Again, I need to see a therapist about this. So yeah, there have been times in my life when I faked happiness. It's never like a fake happy when I'm filming though. Have I faked energy? Now that's another question because yes, probably. But that's where coffee comes in hand, okay? Coffee, energy drinks, caffeine. Speaking of coffee, gotta do a little sip. Only my second coffee of the day, okay? We're doing good. If you could go back in time and undo your reading of a book, which one would you unread? There's this book called Victory's Greater Than Death. It's a YA sci-fi, and I would absolutely go back in time and just undo. In fact, I would pluck it from my collection and chuck it away because I do not need to be reading that. It was just so not my style. It was just so, I almost just said something really mean. It was not for me. I did not like it. I just felt like the characters read like 2-year-olds, not 2-year-olds. They read very young, and I know it's like YA, obviously, but like I hadn't read a YA in such a long time where the characters felt like they were actually in elementary school. What anime are you watching right now? I'm in the middle of so many animes right now. I'm in the middle of My Hero Academia. I'm in the middle of Demon Slayer. I started One Piece at one point, Jujutsu Kaisen. I am in the middle of a lot of animes right now, and it's a problem. Would you ever read any Chinese cultivation novels? I highly recommend them. I was looking around because I know that I have, okay. To answer your question, yes. And I have volumes 2, 3, and 4 here of Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I don't have the first volume right next to me, but I have it somewhere. And I have been very interested in reading that series because my friend Riley is like obsessed with it, and she's been like trying to get me to read it for a long time. So I will be diving into that at some point. Yes, I did in fact invest in the series before reading it. Yeah, let's hope I like book 1, because if I don't, that'll be very unfortunate. What's the direction you want to go with your content moving forward? Well, since I'm in my flop era, since I'm in this era where nobody is really watching, I mean, a lot of you guys are watching and I appreciate the ones that are watching, but like since I'm flopping right now, like it's the time to experiment. It's the time to have fun. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have a silly good time, a silly goofy time, and I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try out new things, and if they flop, they flop. If they don't, they don't. I've been really enjoying kind of like the fun experimental reading videos that I've been doing lately, where I read books with clickbaity titles, the quest for underrated books, reading y'all's weird book recommendations. I have a lot of videos similar to that style coming out soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I also have a series that I'm starting where I read a bunch of nostalgic things, so that's coming as well, and I'm excited about that. We're gonna have a silly goofy time, and I hope that you're here for the silly goofy vibes. Top 3 favorite Taylor Swift albums. I'm a Ride or Die from 1989. It is one of my all-time favorite albums from beginning to end. New Romantics is my favorite track off that album, even if it's a bonus track. It counts, okay? Speak Now is one of my favorites. Enchanted is one of my all-time favorite songs. And then I would say Folklore, I think. I just loved the songwriting on Folklore, so I think I'm gonna have to go with Folklore. And my favorite on Folklore is This Is Me Trying, because relatable. This is me trying. I'm trying. What's your relationship with social media now versus when you first started out on YouTube? This is hard because I feel like I've had many phases with social media. When I first started, I never thought it would turn into all of this, what it has turned into. And so I just kind of was like vibing and was just sharing whenever I felt like sharing. I didn't think about numbers or likes or interactions that much when I first started out. Then there was the period of time when I was like taking it more seriously, and I was like trying to be like super influencer-y, paint myself as like a really cool person. And reality is I am not a very cool person. And now my current relationship is that I'm not trying to be influencer-y, and I'm not trying to paint my life as perfect. I'm just trying to be open and be like, yeah, I'm a mess in distress. Come hang out with me and let's be a mess together, and let's stop trying to paint our lives as something that it's not, and just stop trying to paint our lives as perfect, because I do not ever want to put off a perfect image or like try to appear as something that I'm not. I just want to be like more authentic and more real, and just share what I love, share what I don't love, and just connect with people over those things. And stop trying to just like be something that I'm not. I'm a nerd. I'm a mess. And that's okay. Let's do one more question. Where is a special spot that you like to read at? Currently, I am a read in bed kind of guy. I love getting all snuggly in bed with the covers, with my pillows, and I love to read. That is it for this Q&A, this chill vibes Q&A. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I answered some of your burning questions. If you have any more questions that you want answered, we can do that down below in the comments, and I can try to answer as much as possible. But I also want to ask you guys a question down below in the comments. In fact, I'm going to steal one of the questions that one of you guys asked. If you could go back in time and undo your reading of a book, which one would you unread? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, Jack Jonah JJ, for that fantastic question. If you guys like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe, or go and hit that bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye. Pew, 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 pew.